It is now 8:39. It's Pete, I've Got the Beat, and I'm being joined by a special guest that you probably know by now, Ben Brown from Community Bank. How are you?
Good morning, Pete. I'm doing fantastic and great to be here as always.
You're always nice and cheerful. I like that. And you brought a special guest.
Well, I tell you what, it's been an exciting year for Community Bank over the last couple of months. You know, we've talked about our ITMs, those interactive tellers. We've talked about branch refreshes. We've talked about all these initiatives, and today we're going to talk about people. So
there you go.
So we have, this is the first time, by the way, this is the inaugural announcement, public address, that we have a brand new director of retail banking. So that's all of our branches.
Okay.
And here with me today in the studio is Dawn Zenner-Gaudi. So welcome.
Dawn, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know if I can live up to that, but that was wonderful. Thank you.
There's a lot of pressure on those shoulders
That
now,
is
right?
a lot of pressure. That's right.
So in reading a little bit about you, so it's all the branches you're going to be...
Absolutely. At all 13, and I'll be in and around the Upper Ohio Valley, Greene County, right here. So I'm so excited.
How long have you been in the field?
A little over 22 years.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, Pete, I was a teller when this was Mellon right up the street.
Yeah.
So I'm just thrilled to be a part of Washington. I've been sort of out and around the area as of late, so I'm so glad to be back and working here in the town that I grew up in.
That's awesome. Especially when you're embedded like that, you get to know the people and the surroundings.
Yes.
That's very important. This is just picking your brain here. What made you get into the field to begin with?
That's a good question, considering I went to college for theater.
Oh,
so that's right.
Okay.
That's a good question. But my mother was a teller, actually, at the same bank years and years ago. And at the time, Mellon was looking for somebody that could also maybe send people over to the platform and talk about loans. And so they were looking for maybe somebody that wasn't just going to cash the check and go. And I needed a job. And they said, oh, we'll take that person right over there. And that's how it started.
And you put on a show, I'm sure, right?
I put on
background.
Yes, indeed. I wanted to work for Mellon, and I thought, okay, put on your best face, and they took me in.
Theater comes in handy for stuff like
That's
that.
exactly right.
It really does.
Well, and I'll tell you, one of the neatest things about Dawn, about over 20 years in banking in this region, in this area, thousands of businesses she's dealt with. We walked down the street just this morning, we were getting coffee. She knows people, she knows businesses, she knows the stories, and she's got a passion. So we're so excited to have her at Community. We think this is just a perfect fit.
I'm so excited to be here.
Well, it's wonderful to have you, too.
Thank you.
And so now, in tying in with what Ben has been talking about, this interactive stuff, so you'll be helping people like me?
Oh. You got it. Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a blend. We love, I think you said, I still walk into the branches, and which we love.
Okay.
And so, we've made a significant investment in building up that, that walk-in experience. And we have the technology to back it up too for our, all the young.
Well, it's funny because I walked in the afternoon. Usually, as soon as I get off the air, I'll go. And the lady said to me, "Oh, you're usually here in the morning." I said, "Yeah, I just wanted to throw a kink into your day. Come in the afternoon. That's all." By the way, I want to say thank you. This is some big swag you bought me here.
Well, I tell you, yeah, we've got a nice special water cup for you here,
That
Pete.
is huge.
That's the same cup. I can't say the name, but that's the same cup that the car fire did not melt the ice in. If you've seen the TikTok recently,
yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, so enjoy that, and as you're on air and sharing all the good news about Washington. So.
I definitely will. I'll use that every day.
Perfect.
That's incredible. The other thing I want to mention while you're here, and I've talked to you many times about this, the number of things that you do, your bank for the community, incredible. And I see you just finished up something with the Salvation Army.
We did. Dawn was a big part of that. If you want to share the news there, yeah.
Actually, we had 3 of our local branch managers go out to the Walmart, and they got to actually shop with some of the underprivileged children who would not have that opportunity. And so we got to partner with an amazing organization. We got to be with the children. It was, you just can't even put it into words to express that.
You really can't. That's amazing. It's a great feeling once you're doing it. But it's also one of those things you go, I just can't wait to help.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And
That's right.
I've told you 100 times how much I'm thankful for what you did during the COVID lockdown that we had. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what some of these nonprofits would have done.
That's true.
Absolutely. And still doing it every day. That's community bank. That's what we do. And we're glad to be a part of it. And I will say too, so I had to bribe Dawn a little bit to get her here this morning. This is her first radio discussion.
Great.
So she's got a special man in her life, her husband. Today's a big day for him. So I told her we'd get a little shout out.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. He said, whatever you do, make sure you're concentrated and focused on me. It's my birthday. And I said, babe, I have to leave in 10 minutes. I've got to go to WJP. He said, oh, that's an exception. Go. So it's his 60th birthday today.
Oh, wow.
So happy birthday, Rich Gaudi. I love you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rich. That's a big one. That's a big, I know. I hit that a long time ago. So it's a big birthday. You can do anything. Well, don't tell him what you're going to do because it might be special and you don't want him to know what you have planned for him, but that's awesome. Hey, I want to thank you guys for coming in, obviously.
Thank you.
I don't know if I see you before Christmas, maybe not. Huh?
I think I'm next will be in January, so I'll have plenty to. In January, I'll be talking about how to take care of those credit card bills from right now. So
I think I'll be making more visits to your bank. That's what I'll probably be doing.
So get ready.
So Merry Christmas to both of you.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks again for everything, and certainly thanks for my swag again.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
That's awesome. It's 8:45. Take a little free ride. 95.3 WJPA.